been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
It's a pretty frigid December day in our nation's capital. We got our space heaters on full blast up in the booth at FedEx Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Washington football team. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. First down gets him a couple up to the 27.
The ball carrier.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in.
Allen's pass.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's got room. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Bills have taken the early lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
On first down, McDonald. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
24 is the mic. Record. Mustang 19. 24 is the mic. Check the outs, check the outs.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it.
McDonald.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
24 is the mic. Watch the slant. Watch 36. No street.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Brings up third down and 5.
From the gun, it's McDonald. Going deep for Hopkins. That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on third and medium to pick up the first.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10.
24 is the mic. That's what I do. Check 60.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
We got three, fellas. We got three. 24 is the mic. Hey, three.
Out of the gun, McDonald. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Number 45.
They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
Makes it third and 9.
Let's go, defense. Let's go. Smash. Here we go. 24 is the mic. Rip right.
Operating from the gun. McDonald into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Eluding the pressure right. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10 at their 35-yard line. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, Did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because they had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Allen now on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 11 more on that one and another first down.
11 on the play. First down, Buffalo.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bills 7, Washington nothing.
Here's Allen on first and 10. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Again here on 2nd and 10. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Pass complete.
A 14-yard touchdown. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown.
Washington.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. McDonald. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Play action. It's McDonald. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. White now to return. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To the air, Allen. Flushed out right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
3 down, 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down, 3 down. 24 is the mic. 70 Ranger. Let him know. 24.
Throwing again. McDonald. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Washington on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
Check your hot read. 79.
They go play action with McDonald. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. That pick, his 9th on the season.
Remember we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball, and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field? That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out
exactly.
there. Right? But the 9 picks,
9 picks, you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season. Now he'll let it go deep right side. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned.
He's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give him 32 on the play. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
On 1st and 10, McDonald out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
A 6-yard pickup.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
7-yard line.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Any day. 24 is the mic. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some. He don't want it. Hang alert. Hang alert. Slam.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McDonald. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
24 is the mic. I'm going to run.
Throwing on 1st down. McDonald. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. He got 29 yards that time.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. The clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
24 is the mic. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! 24 is the mic. You better be afraid of me. Hey, be afraid of me. 24 is the mic.
From the gun, McDonald. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 12 on the year. And Washington able to cut into that deficit. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Under 10. Under 10. Pass 85. Pass 85. Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
To throw again, Allen. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On first down, Allen. He sets to fire deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Touchdown.
Isaiah McKenzie as the first half is winding down. And the Bills will extend their lead. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
The score, Bills 24, Washington 7. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On first down, McDonald. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll be out right at the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, McDonald. He'll rifle this one deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And Washington able to come up with a quick strike touchdown.
Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
24.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, McDonald. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
24 is the mic. Here we go.
Operating from the gun, McDonald, and he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
Oh, boy, you ain't
Picked
got
off
no
at the
feet.
49. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Out of bounds at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
24 is the mic. I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Get up. 24 is the mic. I got you, pop.
From the gun, McDonald. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Here's McDonald off of the play fake.
They'll roll him out right. And he's got the hook up here, complete. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 34-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
24 is the mic. 24 is the mic.
Operating from the gun, McDonald. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
On the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2 at the 26-yard line.
From the gun, McDonald. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
Operating from the gun, McDonald. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. To throw on 2nd down, McDonald. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. DeAndre Hopkins, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And Washington able to close the gap just a bit.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his 2nd touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Throwing on first down is Allen. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
2nd and 2 at the 26.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Back now at FedEx Field, it's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing now is Allen. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the 9-yard line.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Man, I got you, man.
Allen off the play fake. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And incomplete. It's 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And again, it's Allen. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
The kick by Bass is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, McDonald. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You've got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Off-play action. McDonald, he's going to loft it. Deep right sideline. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick. And it's third down. Operating from the gun, McDonald. And he'll find Hall. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 41-yard line.
15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington.
So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 41. From the gun, McDonald slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off down at the 2. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up Allen and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's third and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. On play action, Allen. Escaping the pressure right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike.
Operating from the gun, Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Now Allen to throw on first and 10. Finding Knox there, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Buffalo.
And Allen
is actually going to throw it here. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence.
And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 40. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me, because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Maybe a frustration penalty there, because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty is a result of that hit there.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. So Allen's going to look to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's McKenzie. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 21-yard line.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point right down the middle, and that will bump the lead up to 26. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
10 at the 49-yard line.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Got 17. Single. 24 is the mic. Tackles. 24 is the mic.
Out of the gun, McDonald. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
41-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
24 is the mic. Hurt. Let's get in there now.
From the gun, it's McDonald. And my goodness, another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. Past the 20. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, "What do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out?" He said, "Oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
They're on 24-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today.
And now here is another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
41-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Allen. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Pass intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 41. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Today's final score, Bill.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bills, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Washington, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
That's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top of it. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I